You know, nothing is more satisfying than reviewing movies that I do not like. Yeah, that's this movie.
You're gonna need it.
Welcome back to yet again another movie review. And today's review is gonna be Unhinged, a movie that came out during the pandemic just to get people back in the movie theater, and holy smoke, I have a lot to talk about. But before I dive into all the good, the bad, and the ugly, let me give a little bit of plot of what this movie is about. This movie tells you a story about a man who just so happened to have a very bad day, and the first motherfucker that fucked with him, he decided that he's going to take his road rage out on their ass. Alongside of that, there's the lady who have this young son who also is having a very bad day, and she come in contact with the wrong guy at the wrong time at the wrong place. And he decided, you know what? I'm just gonna make your life a living hell because I'm in a very fucked up mood. That's your plot. That's the best I'm gonna give. If you wanna know, go to IMDb. You could probably get a better plot. But I highly recommend you, if you've never seen this movie, don't watch it. Because I'm about to spoil what I think will be considered the dumbest part of this movie. But there are some good about the film, okay? There is some decent shit to say about the film. One of the first things that I want to touch on will have to be Russell Crowe's performance. I would say he gives a very creepy, sinister performance for the character that they wanted from him in this film. His acting is great. The stuff that he say out of his mouth, it's kind of creepy. He does look like a fucking psychopath. I would give him that. He did everything he needed to do to make this character be effective and creepy and everything. He nailed it. I have to give the man props for that. And another thing that I like about this movie, the next pro, will have to be the movie is beautifully shot. There are some great shots. There's a lot of great lighting, mainly like the regular daytime scene. It looked great. The movie looked flawlessly beautiful. I would give them that. But the movie is an absolute fucking mess. And we're about to dive into that son of a bitch right now. So to kick things off with my first con will have to be killing people in broad fucking daylight. You know what? I understand that there's going to be a lot of people that's going to like this film. There are a lot of people that like this film. But if you ever think logic about shit like this, these are things that you wouldn't normally see, especially like naturally. You would see these type of freak accidents that happen by accident. But in this film, in this town, everybody is just like fucking brain dead, as if like these things happen, like they're fucking NPCs in video games. You run somebody over and then they get on their phone about to call the cops, and so you get out of your car to go chase them and grab their phone and throw it down. I just like, that's the only person that saw you run somebody over with your car. Yeah, that's exactly what Russell Crowe did. Although Russell Crowe didn't quite kill the guy, which we're going to get back to in just a second, but he run the guy over with his fucking car. And I'm saying to myself, do this shit happen in this town a lot? Because no one called the cops, no one do shit. We'll get back to that in just a second too. Let's go back to Russell Crowe running motherfuckers over with his car. So there's a guy at the gas station. Russell Crowe's having a very bad day. His character. They call his character The Man, by the way. And so he runs the guy over with his car. He doesn't kill him. He just injured the guy. And another car comes out of nowhere and runs this motherfucking dude over there. Russell Crowe was supposed to kill him, but he didn't kill him. He just injured him. And so Russell Crowe just drive away to chase this girl who we'll get back to. And so all of a sudden, a car come out of nowhere and run the dude over and kill him. There's another scene in here where a cop car stopped in the middle of the fucking street. Russell Crowe is not even the guy that's driving the truck. And so a truck drove over the fucking police car, killing the fucking police in the fucking car. There's a lady sitting in her fucking car, get hit with another car. Russell Crowe doesn't do that. I mean, if this is supposed to be a movie about establishing a psychopath character like Russell Crowe's character, shouldn't he be the one doing the killing? Because it's supposed to be about him being a psychopath. They pretty much saying this is not the guy you want to encounter in real life. This is the guy you don't want to fuck around and find out with. But yet you have other people in the town that's doing the killing for him. I'm like actually kind of dumbfounded when it come down to how they execute it. There's another scene where he's sitting in the fucking diner on the phone talking to the girl who's about to fucking make her life a living hell. And he literally grab a guy, bang this dude's head off the fucking table while he's still on the fucking phone, stab a fork in his fucking hand. I'm looking like no one going to call the cop or at least hit this guy in the back of the head with a fucking chair. Like literally no one. This town is like a dead world full of deadless NPCs that literally is brain dead. They is like the launch of fucking Cyberpunk. They like the launch of fucking Cyberpunk, like how dead that game was. And I actually like Cyberpunk. But it like this what this movie feels like. It's just a dead movie full of lifeless people who don't react to crime. And another con for me would have to be the fact is that the girl, like the main character, she doesn't do anything right. As I already said, she did everything else other than drive to the fucking police station because she got a psychopath following her, harassing her. But she doesn't go to the fucking police station. She doesn't get on the phone to call the fucking police. But instead, she drives every other place other than the police station. How fucking stupid can this movie actually fucking be for her to not do something like that to save her son as well as herself, and the bitch does not go to the fucking police station or even think to call the fucking police? Boy, this fucking movie is horrible. Another con for me would have to be the reason I kind of struggle with the plot because it's a dumb plot. I know what the movie is about. But when you think logically about this shit, you have to ask yourself, who the fuck thought that coming up with this type of premise for a movie would be a good idea? A guy, who would have thought that a plot like this would have been a good fucking film to make? Who wrote this shit? Like, honestly, you have a guy who got road rage, who decided to make a girl life a living hell because he is a fucking deranged person. You know what? I've said this shit so many times on my channel. Movie plot nowadays is by far some of the most insufferable shit you will ever witness on TV. They kind of have to force this shit to make sense. Now, go along with the good. So you got this mother in this film who has this young son who looked twice as young as she do, but that's a story for another time. And so she decided to drive around Russell Crowe's character because he was sitting at the green light. Understandable, relatable. I've seen people do that. But I've never seen people go to the extreme where Russell Crowe drive on the side of the girl after she done drove the green light because he was just sitting there. And he decided, well, first of all, don't you drive don't you drive around me next time. You just sit there. And there are stipulations that you can do. So when you do your horn one time, that means you get my attention. That means you want me to go. But then when you do it the second time, that's frustration. And so the girl said, I don't owe you a fucking apology. I don't owe you shit. And then just drove the fuck off, and Russell Crowe's supposed to give the most scariest face he could possibly give. Like that, like, dude, that's not creepy. But anyway, and so, like I said to myself, first of all, no one would talk like that. And so for her to say that, that is just another way for them to say, see, that's how the plot goes. No, it is dumb. You should have executed that shit a little bit better, but they didn't. Okay, so going back to the violence, right here in my con, there's a lot of violence in this movie that I'm like, it's unrealistic. I mean, I've already told y'all what they were, but they're just unrealistic and it's unconvincing as fuck. Nothing in this film will even convince you that some of this shit is relatable to real life. In specifically, certain things where you will see characters doing something on the street and they'll just be doing like this here. And like, no one will react when they see a crime like this happening. They'll pull the fucking phone down and start recording. And so when you watching a movie like this, you can't help yourself but to be so affiliated with your fucking TV on what you're seeing. And it's like, you dumb motherfucker, get help. And specifically the girl was supposed to be one step ahead every single time. And somehow, some way, she falls all the way back. She takes 4 steps ahead and takes 3 steps back every single time. And to go along with that, no one called the cops. I've already said it, but literally, people see shit happening, but no one called the fucking cops. Literally, nobody called the fucking police. What in the fuck is wrong with this town? My overall thoughts is that Unhinged is a fucking mess of a fucking movie. My grade for this film will have to be a fucking D-. It's okay, there's some great lighting, there's some great acting from Russell Crowe, but the movie itself is just, I would just say it's mid at best. You can probably get a group of friends together and have a bloody good time in terms of laughing your ass off, because the movie is just that bad. It will probably fall in that category for me. It's so bad it's good, but overall, this movie is just a hot mess. So Hellraisers, that's pretty much gonna wrap up your review for Unhinged. If you want to get in touch with your boy, social media link will always be in the description down below. And I hope to catch you Hellraisers in my next video. But just before I let you go, make sure you consider dropping a like on the video, subscribe to the channel, and turn on that fucking bell notification so that when I drop another lit video for the channel, you'll be the first ones to get it. And I hope to catch you Hellraisers in the next video. Peace.